Hi there, my name's Michael.
Hey, Michael.
I had no idea who you were before this talk, and it's been actually awesome listening to you.
Thanks, man.
But I have a question.
Sure.
You said you're doing consulting for big firms.
Yes.
I've got this viewpoint that any time a customer complains to me, it's
Yes.
like the most awesome gift they could possibly give me, because then it gives me an ability to improve something that I had no idea about.
You and I should kiss. I want to go. I don't want to talk shit, but this side is dominating your ass. All right, go ahead.
So anyway, as I was saying...
Can I tell you something funny?
Yeah, look,
I just told a client that has been kind of doing their shit so right for the last 6 months. I walked in to they get me once, for 2 hours a month kind of thing. I walked in and I said, all right, everything's going great. I really like it. I can't believe, holy shit, you guys have changed. This is great. This is going to be good. You need to keep pounding this. Let's now go into other parts of the company and create the culture, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, all right, great. What should we do next? I'm like, all right, you ready for this? I wasn't joking. I was like, I think I want to do something wrong on purpose so we can say we're sorry.
Exactly.
So I'm with you, man. I pitched a client to do something wrong on purpose.
Nice.
That's how much I love, having the opportunity to address something wrong. No. No. No, it wasn't. Thank God.
That
was almost the end of my
BP?
career. Yes, I created the oil spill.
So my question is, how do you find that going in the big corporate? Because there's this whole bullshit idea of you have to manage complaints.
It's going bad.
Yeah,
because they
exactly.
play a different game. You know why? Because every CEO of every major company in the world doesn't have a 20-year thought process.
Right.
The game is broken. They want to be there for 3 or 4 years. They need to keep the stock price at a certain point, cash out, and be out. So how the fuck do you expect them to build on what I'm calling a relationship platform? You don't build real relationships in 2 years. This is forever, right? Think about this. Think about how you and I feel about each other right now in comparison to an hour ago, right? We've kissed,
I do want to say one thing,
but
there was
here's
no
what
time.
I know.
Right.
You and I feel differently about each other. When I was in Chicago and I broke my iPhone and DHH and Fried and I went to the Apple store and bought an iPhone, I got to spend that quality hour time and I felt differently about him, admiring his work, but I had that hour. And then when I saw him in the hall, I've already off a different level, right? I already feel, the emotions of that day, which was so awesome, come in, and it becomes this whole thing. When Fried and I took a flight back from Big Omaha the other day, we were basically making out in the seats. It was disgusting. That's how in love with him I am. And so you slow, but then it's not
Are you
just
doing
these.
anything for
By
dinner?
the way, I'm being a dick face right now. I'm dropping rock star names. Fuck those guys. Well, how about us, right? The next time I see you, it's gonna be a different thing. I'm gonna be like, dude, remember when we kissed in Baltimore? And everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck? And then we'll be like, yeah. So listen, it's going difficult because the corporate game is built not to do this.
Right.
However, I believe that I will get lucky, maybe, probably not, but either, probably not, because, client work and consulting work is difficult. I did it for a very strong purpose. I very much believe that too many people in this space don't do enough things to learn. I need to taste shit. How are you supposed to know unless you taste it? And I think a lot of people in our space know what they're good at, but they stick to what they know, and they don't do things. Maybe you should throw a lemonade stand one Saturday. You taste different dynamics. It's very funny what happens, and I wanted to understand corporate DNA. I wanted to understand the brand managers. I wanted to understand CMOs. And so, even though on paper it looks silly, and all my intellectual, big-thinking friends that have all these big companies probably looked at it like, fucking Gary made the short play, I made the right play. I'm telling you, I made the right play. It's not fun. I feel like I'm Rocky and got the log on my fucking back and doing the snow shit, but I am learning so much. Remember the wheelbarrow? You know what I'm talking about. And so, but I'm learning so much, and it's going to allow me to power broke, and I'm bringing Campbell's, bringing Pepsi together with sticky bits like I just did. That's interesting stuff for me. That happened because of me. That feels good. I feel like I'm pushing the envelope, and there's only one way to do it. You got to speak their language. And I wanted to taste that shit. I wanted to taste it. Whether it's sour or sweet, I want to do it. I want to get my hands dirty. I even tried to figure out code, but you guys are way too smart for me.
Awesome, thanks.
Thanks, man.